is Step 1 with Freddie Wilson. Welcome to another episode of Step 1. I'm Freddie Wilson. As a reminder, you can find every episode of Step 1 on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want to see more Step 1, give me a follow on Instagram at Step 1 with Freddie Wilson and Twitter at Step 1 Podcasts. We got a great show for you today. My good friend Ethan Letwat is joining the show to talk some football. And we're going to go straight to that interview. All right, let's ride. Okay, today we welcome on a very special guest, reoccurring guest, here to talk all things football. Ethan Letwat, welcome to Step 1. How are you doing?
Good, Freddie. A little sad, but doing well.
All right, well, before we get to the Bears game, which you were at, we're going to talk
Yes.
about a national championship game. Uh, Pretty good national championship game. I thought Miami held their own. I thought Indiana was going to blow them out like they've been doing to every other team in the playoff. And Miami played hard. They played well. They had an answer. They just didn't have enough answers.
Yeah, I kind of had the same thought. I didn't think Indiana would blow them out. I I knew Miami had a really good I think their defense is legit. Like they have 2 to 3 first round picks on their defensive line alone. So I didn't know how I had it like 10 points. I took like -7. I took whatever the spread was, like 7.5, 8.5. I thought they were Indiana was going by 10 points, which they were most of the game. So um but yeah, I mean I'm not surprised Indiana won. They were kind of like the team of destiny, it felt like. So
They've been the best team all year. It
100%,
was,
100%.
but you know who the biggest loser is, and it's not Miami. You know who the biggest loser of this national championship is?
Notre Dame.
No, Purdue.
How
Because
so?
because Purdue's got to be sitting there watching their most hated arch rival win, thinking, why can't that be us?
I mean, what about Notre Dame?
Yeah, but
They were
Notre Dame's good, and Notre Dame like
Yeah, but their whole thing was like Miami isn't good, and then Miami got all the way to the
yeah,
national
you can make an argument for Notre
championship.
Dame, but I still argue Purdue's got to be sitting there thinking, why couldn't we hired Signetti? Like similar
Yeah,
situation, both terrible schools at
yeah, you
football,
never know.
and then Indiana just happens to hire the perfect coach who completely changes the narrative and wins the national championship.
Yeah, I mean he is probably I would say the greatest turnaround in like sports history, like for a program, like in terms of any team, like going from like worst to first. Like I mean the only other sport you could really compare it to is college basketball or maybe like soccer. But like I don't know if any of those teams have actually like won a championship, especially in in as physical of a sport as football. It's so hard to do that too. And I think this Indiana team is really good for college football because it proves that and I like everyone complains about NIL. It's all I see on like Instagram and Twitter. But like at the end of the day, like the coaching matters a lot, and that is a huge part of it versus just getting paid to do something, or whoever has the most money, you know. So
Yeah, it was an incredible turnaround. Indiana went from a bottom dweller to now they're kings of college football. It's just it's an
yeah,
incredible story. And like now the new standard is for every team that hires a new coach, they're like, why can't we be national championships in year
right.
two?
That's the only problem. That's the problem with how good he is. Everyone's just expecting this miraculous turnaround, even though I don't think they realize how insane it is. Like it's
Because it
not.
used to be like you had to
Yeah.
wait a couple years
Right, right.
and
I
get
mean,
their
like,
guys in, get the recruiting classes.
I
And
mean,
now it's
I'm
like, let's go win a national championship year two.
Yeah, I'm hoping like Fran Brown is a great recruiter, great coach. I'm hoping he sticks around and like because I feel like if we have a good season, better teams are going to try and poach him from us just because of how good of a recruiter he is. He was the number one recruiter when he was at Georgia. So, I'm hoping that like that doesn't, I mean, I feel like that's definitely going to happen to other schools where they're going to hire a coach for a 3 or 4 year contract, 5 year contract, and then another team's gonna come calling. I mean, I would say the only coach you can't really expect that besides Lane Kiffin, every other coach you wouldn't really expect that with, because I feel like when you hire Lane Kiffin, like you know what you're getting into. So when that happened, everyone was so fired up. But like I think that's just the new era of college football, and he was there before everyone else, and no one likes it. So
Yeah, it's a crazy era of college football, but it's a fun era. I'm enjoying the ride. Who knows what's going to happen next? Like next thing you know, there's going to be like a 48 team playoff. It's going to be full on March
yeah,
Madness.
I do think it should be 16 based off this year, like, but I don't think you can go more than that. Like 16 is a good number. Like you can figure out the group of five rules, whatever, because I do think a group of five or two, if you do 16, should be in. Otherwise, there's no point. You might as well just make a giant super conference and a whole new tier. How there's like FCS, you might as well make Division 1A and Division 1B, with that. So I do hope they keep group of five teams in, but
Because
you never.
JMU, like, I know they got blown out, but like they held their own for at least a little bit.
I think JMU beats other teams in the playoff. I think JMU could have beaten Oklahoma. Like I was never high in Oklahoma. They played terrible. JMU's not a bad team at all.
And
So
they're going to JMU's coach is going to UCLA, which makes me very worried now
yeah,
because
that'll be interesting though.
a good UCLA, I don't know how I feel about that.
I think you'll see also a lot of teams getting desperate with their hires. With that is an example of one. Like I don't think he was. I think he was at JMU for 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah,
So
but
like you never know. But that I don't know. We'll see.
it's all fun and games. But
Yeah.
as long as Oregon's good, I don't really care what happens.
Hey, Syracuse was looking good before.
You beat Clemson. Give yourself some. I mean,
I
a
mean,
lot of
and
teams
then
beat
yeah, but
Clemson.
then Steve, our quarterback, tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Steve Jelly, he was looking really good, and then yeah, do you see who transferred to Syracuse this week?
Who transferred to Syracuse?
Malachi Nelson.
Who's Malachi Nelson?
He was the number one prospect in 2022. He like committed to USC when Caleb Williams was like a junior. But he was like this huge prospect, and then he committed to Boise State. Then he didn't get the starting job. Then he committed to UTEP, and then
Now
and
he's at
now
Syracuse, and
yeah,
now he's
so
going to turn around his career at Syracuse.
no, he's like going to be backup because
Uh,
Jelly got a medical red shirt. So
so he's not turning around his career at
yeah, so we'll
Syracuse.
see what happens.
All right, let's shift towards the NFL. You were at the Bears Rams game this weekend.
Yeah, crazy.
My first question is, how cold was it? It looked pretty darn
Oh,
cold.
oh, very. I had at least 5 layers on my legs and 5 layers on my upper torso and on my head, honestly, too. It was cold. I went with my dad. It was nice. We got tickets. So but yeah, it was a crazy game. But yeah, it was insane.
And
So
I thought the Rams were going to win solely because they play in a dome and they're playing in Southern California, and they just like would not be ready for the heat or the cold.
no,
I mean,
I didn't think the cold was as big of a factor as everyone else did. But I mean, it was just like I know the Rams are a good team. It's McVay. Like I mean, it's also Stafford. It's not like he has never played at Soldier Field before in the cold.
and so is
Um,
Devontae Adams.
Same way, yeah, exactly. Same with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua played at BYU, and I think he's from like Utah or something. So like, I don't even know where he's from, but like, I'm sure he's used to. I don't know. It's Puka Nacua. He's like the best receiver in the league, you could say. Um, but it was just a crazy game. The Bears played better than the Rams, and they should have won that game. A lot of mistakes. Rome Dunes dropped a touchdown in the first drive. It was a touchdown. He just dropped it, and yeah, I don't know. Everyone was complaining about the fourth down. I mean, in my opinion, that's what you get when you hire Ben Johnson. That's what we're expecting him to do. So I don't really think you can get mad at him for doing that.
They did leave up points. That they did leave up easy field goals, but I mean, again, that's what Ben
Yeah,
Johnson does. He's an aggressive coach.
but if you go for field goals, think about it. If you go for field goals and at the other two, you're not going to go for it when we scored a touchdown. So that's kind of it cancels each other out. Because why would you're going to get 6 points and then you wouldn't need to score that. Like, you know what I mean? You just go for then it cancels each other out there, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So I don't know.
How crazy was it when Cole Kmet caught that touchdown?
I, I- Dude, I saw it. I was talking to my dad, and my dad like taps me when the play started, and I like am like we're just like holding at the fan next to me, some stranger, and we're like just going like holding each other, and the ball snapped. He runs backwards. Everyone's like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God!" And then he turns it, chucks a He knows where Komet is. That's what everyone thinks he just chucks it up. He knew where Komet was, chucks it, and the corner just misplayed it like horrible at the last second. But it was insane. Like I don't know how to explain it. The stadium was going crazy, but one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. Probably one of the greatest, probably the best football game I've ever watched in person. So.
Even though you didn't win, it's still the best football game you've ever watched.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was the whole stadium was clapping after the game ended. Like it wasn't a everyone knew like we weren't supposed to be. No one expected us to be there, and like everyone's like like I'm not you, but like other Packers fans are like clowning the Bears, and it's like we beat the Packers in a playoff game, and
I'm
the
not
game
gonna lie, I
before.
was happy to see the Bears
Well, yeah,
lose.
of course, Packers fans are happy to see the Bears lose, but like everyone that's like saying Caleb Williams blew the game, like he played amazing. Like, yeah, he had three interceptions. One of them he got hit in the face while he was throwing it, and the other one, DJ Moore just didn't flatten out his route, and the safety made a great play on the ball. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, we definitely should have won that game. Like, we lost that game to ourselves, but at the end of the day, like you can't complain about that season, and especially Ben Johnson year one. And like Caleb's only going to get better. Like
That's the
you,
scary part.
everyone thinks that he like for everyone saying completion percentage, like he won games. That's what matters. He's winning games. Everyone doesn't like go look at his stats in 2 years compared to every other quarterback in the last 20 years. I guarantee you'll be surprised what you see
Yeah, he year
through
two
2 years.
he
Through 2 years.
progressed a significant amount, way more than I thought he would.
Mhm.
Because rookie season, a lot of turmoil, but I did not have expectations for the Bears. I thought the Packers were going to dunk on them again this year.
I mean, yeah, Caleb is just he's an elite quarterback. I think he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I think he's proved that. I think he does need to work on some things, obviously, but like I think other quarterbacks are getting a lot like too like the amount of media bias towards Josh Allen this week was crazy to me. He had 5 turnovers himself, and no one was talking about that. Same with like CJ Stroud. Like CJ Stroud played horrible in both the games. He had 10 turnovers himself. Like more, probably more. Like it does or not 10 turnovers, but 10 possible turnovers. He had 5 fumbles. Not all of them were lost in the first game, but still, like I'm seeing all this stuff about Caleb, but like nothing about Allen or Stroud is crazy
I've
to me.
seen plenty about CJ Stroud.
Okay, maybe it's just my Twitter timeline is just
Yeah,
buried.
CJ Stroud is getting
So
plenty of heat. I have not seen anything bad about Josh Allen, but CJ Stroud is getting lit
I mean,
up.
would you agree about Josh Allen? Would you agree about that?
I
Like,
think he had a pretty bad game. I think they could have easily have won it, but I don't think he played his best game.
yeah, but like, do you see what I'm saying in terms of like the media bias? Like for
Oh yeah,
example,
it's a little bias.
yeah, like if that was Caleb Williams or like that would
Yeah,
be people would be on him. So I mean,
smaller.
what do you think about Sean McDermott? I was gonna ask
I'm a
that.
little surprised. I
I'm
felt
not.
like we had our guy Jacob Feltzy on this podcast a couple weeks ago, and he said McDermott's got to go. And literally the
I said
second
that
after,
last year.
and
I was
literally the
saying that
second
last year.
after McDermott got fired, he's like texting me. He's like, "Told you McDermott had to go."
I was saying that last year. I was like, all right, like you can only do the same thing a certain amount of times before it gets old. Like he's also just like his press conferences are just like weird. Like he doesn't. I don't know, and like I thought Joe Brady should be head coach. Like you might as well just promote Joe Brady. He's calling great plays. They just have no help. I will say I did see one thing about apparently a meeting that McDermott had with the GM and the owner where McDermott said like the roster isn't good enough. Like we need better people, and they like were pissed, which is crazy to me if that's true. So but like I said McDermott should be fired last year. I don't know.
I think they were just fed up with their playoff woes. Like obviously he turned around a franchise. They went from like never making not even being able to make the playoffs to like being like a consistent like Super Bowl threat, even though they
Oh,
never made the Super
100%.
Bowl. So, but again, not all leaders can lead them to the Super Bowl. Maybe it's someone else is going to do it for him. Maybe he laid the groundwork.
Yeah, I mean
As
also like I get that Keon Coleman is ass, but like healthy scratching your first round pick, like not even letting him get snaps is crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like that's a weird decision. Like so and also like this like it's not like his team was playing well. Like he's had good teams that have just like underperformed year after year. So,
but this
um
was the year for the Bills to make it. No Patrick
I really
Mahomes,
I
no
don't think it
Lamar.
was I don't think their team was ever good enough this year. That's the thing. Like who was Josh Allen's number one receiver?
I mean, it was
Tyrell
Khalil,
Shavers?
like Khalil
Yeah.
Shakir.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir, he's not a number one
He didn't
receiver.
have a true number one receiver. But he had James Cook and Josh Allen was super as
Yeah.
Superman, and I
But
just
like
felt like they had it was the year to do it.
I don't know. I get that argument and I get that like yeah, Mahomes and Lamar were gone, but like they're like he's not beating the Texans defense. Like I think the Texans would have beaten the Bills even with CJ Stroud playing as bad as he was playing. Same with the Jaguars lost them, but like I think the Broncos like I think a ton of other like I don't know.
The
I just couldn't
Broncos
see them.
defense is that good though, and I think even with a not so great Bo Nix performance, it was all right. It wasn't terrible,
I
but
can see the Broncos beating the Patriots.
even with Jarrett Stidham,
Yeah, I think the game's going to come down to him, obviously. But if he doesn't play like absolutely, if he doesn't play terrible, and if he doesn't have three picks or two picks, like I think they'll be fine. Like I think I think Sean Payton and him are like going to be on the same page, and I think that's what it's going. I mean, it's going to come down to him. Let's be honest. Like him, it's
yeah,
going to be him, and if the Drake May play, Drake May also doesn't play well. He's not playing well in the playoffs.
no, he's not. But the Patriots defense is electric, and
Yeah, it's
it's
pretty
all
good.
good defenses right now. Those seem to be
Right,
the teams that
right.
are winning games right now.
Right. This is a defensive like it's weird to think about who's going to be in a Super Bowl because like it's not like I don't think any team really is that good besides the Seahawks. Like the Seahawks I think might kill the Rams, but like you never know because the Rams are that good.
Yeah, like the only good the best offensive quarterback in this entire plus is Matthew Stafford, who's like almost 40,
Yeah. I mean, he's probably the MVP too. So, I
which is
mean,
wild.
yeah, I mean that's I think he's a first ballot Hall of
He's
Famer.
a Hall of Fame. I mean, if he wins an MVP and wins another Super Bowl, he's a Hall of Famer.
I think he's
I
already a
I
Hall of
think he
Famer.
already is one. I don't think he would have been one if he
Yeah.
stuck with the Lions, but the Rams changed the
Oh no,
trajectory of his
100%.
career.
I mean, if he was stuck with the Lions, he didn't win. He would have never won a Super Bowl.
He
I
would
think he
never
had to.
he would never won a playoff game.
I think if I think Matt Ryan is a borderline Hall of Famer, but I think if he doesn't, I think because he doesn't have a Super Bowl, that's part of the reason he might not be. You
Should
know,
have had a Super Bowl. He was up 28 to
that's
3.
his fault. That's his fault. I mean, no, it's not. It's defense fault, but they also didn't really score any. I mean, it was a third quarter, I guess, but
I remember watching that game.
yeah, I was rooting for the Falcons. That was crazy.
I was probably rooting for them too, because growing up
I
watching
was sick of
Patriots win
Brady.
Super Bowls every year
Yeah, I was sick of
broke my
Brady.
heart.
But then I grew, then as I got older, I appreciated him. That's which is, if that makes sense.
You appreciated the Patriots?
No, Brady, not the
Oh,
Patriots.
I appreciate Brady always. I mean, I probably wore a free Brady shirt in high school. I
No,
was
I did not like that he did that to be honest, but like, and
I don't think he did anything wrong. I think the
he
Flake
deflated
was over
footballs.
allegedly.
No, he got found guilty. There was evidence of
He
it.
was
That's why
found
he got
guilty of having
suspended.
general
That's why
awareness.
he got suspended, though. He
He
wouldn't
was
have got
found guilty of
suspended.
having a general awareness of deflating footballs. It was just I didn't
Yeah,
like
no,
Goodell's.
I think in court he probably like incriminated himself on accident. Like we don't know what he said. He probably like said something and they're like, "Oh, so you knew?" And he was like, "Yeah, like like I
Yeah, he was
felt
found
or
guilty for
something." Like
having
I
a
don't know.
general awareness. It's not like he like
Yeah.
stabbed some
No, I know.
footballs.
I'm not saying it would have made a difference to be honest. I don't think it would have, but
And they still
uh
won a Super Bowl anyways.
no, right. Because also like if you think about it, any team could just deflate a football a little bit on the sideline.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
You just get one and then hide it from the ball boy or whatever. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I wonder what the I'm waiting for the next cheating scandal in the NFL. We haven't
Yeah,
had one in a
that'll be
while.
interesting. That'll be interesting.
It's been a while since we've had a good I mean, we had the Michigan scandal. That's kind of fun, but if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Jim Harbaugh. I can never pronounce his
No,
last
no,
name.
no.
No,
Harbaugh, no.
if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Jim. I don't think he will,
No.
but if anyone does
Anyone
it,
would do it would be like Jerry Jones, bro. Are you kidding me? Jerry Jones
because
already like
no.
did it. Jerry Jones like already did it. He was talking to players without their agents, which you can't do.
I mean,
And then he was like, "Oh," and then he was like, "Oh, I talked to the player. He agreed on this." And the player was like, "What are you talking about?" No, I didn't. You just said that number, and I just like didn't say anything. That's what happened with Michael Parsons.
just waiting for the next scandal. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one. We haven't had one in a while. Goodell
Yeah, I
needs to
mean,
put
you
in the
are right about
work,
that. There's gonna be something that comes out.
or an NCAA. What's the next
I mean, I kind
NCAA
there was kind
scandal?
of the Commanders scandal. That was pretty big. They made him sell the team.
Yeah, they made him sell a team, sure, but like that was a good scandal to have because Dan Snyder was a terrible
It's gonna
owner.
be something with gambling, let's be real.
It's gonna be someone with gambling.
Like
It'll
Raiders. Right, I mean, or like something with Brady and the owner and like something like that. Like,
Mark Davis and Tom Brady scheming something.
yeah, like something like or just Mark Davis. Like, I don't know.
They
I think
intention
I don't know.
they intentionally lost games to get Fernando.
Yeah, I mean, no, but like, there's
Is Fernando the number one pick? I think
yeah,
yes.
yeah, I mean they need a quarterback. That or like I saw something on Twitter that they're interested in trading with the Ravens, which won't happen, but
I mean, I think Fernando's gonna be a Raider, and I don't think
yeah, me
anyone's turned
too.
that franchise around. But no one thought Joe Burrow was gonna turn the Bengals around, and look what he
I
did.
mean, I thought Joe Burrow was gonna be good. He looked unreal his senior year. On the Heisman, he
I
was
didn't think he
so
was gonna
good.
turn. I didn't think he was gonna turn around the Bengals. I thought the Bengals
I
were
mean,
just a
he
cursed
didn't alone. They
franchise.
drafted Jamar Chase too.
Yeah, T. Higgins and Zach
Like they
Taylor's
have
a
a
pretty
good draft.
decent
I'm
coach.
shocked that Zach Taylor is still the coach of the Bengals. I've been out on Zach Taylor for 3 years. I thought he should have gone after the year after they lost the Super Bowl when they lost. I think they lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Year
And,
after that,
and he
right?
thought he was done, and he
I thought
just
I was
stuck
like,
around.
I was like, this guy sucks at coaching. Like, what does this guy do? He was calling some bad play. There was some bad play calls I remember during
Out of
that.
all the AFC North coaches, he is the one I'm surprised ever made didn't get fired. Everyone got fired or
Right. That's what I'm
stepped
saying.
down,
I also
except
think I also think looking back on it, part of the reason the Chiefs are so good is because of the coaching and less because of the players. Like I think that the teams they were playing just didn't have great coaching. Like they who they beat in the AFC Championship? They beat the Titans 1 year, right?
there was the I think the Titans were 1 year maybe.
They beat the Patriots 1 year, right?
No, they didn't beat the Patriots. Patriots beat them.
Oh yeah, that was like Brady's last year on the Patriots. Um,
They
they beat the
beat
Bills twice.
they beat the Bengals 1 year.
How many? They've been to 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, something like that.
I think they beat the Bills twice, the Titans and the Bengals twice. No, not the Bengals. So I don't know, but still, like I don't think any of those coaches are now hired anymore. I mean,
Yeah,
McDermott was fired, but like still.
it's. I think the Chiefs are going to be good again next year. I think especially with Bieniemy coming back to Kansas City as
You
the
know what
offensive coordinator.
you know what I'm scared of now, especially since Bieniemy was on the Bears. He was our running backs coach, so I was annoyed about that. A, B, I think they're gonna draft Jeremiah Love, and that's gonna be so scary if they get Jeremiah Love. He's just so good. He's better than Ashton Genty.
Yeah, no, Jeremiah, a good running back on the Chiefs is a nightmare.
They have the ninth pick too, which is like they could just trade up.
I mean, yeah,
They
the Chiefs
have
having a
draft
top 10
capital.
pick is wild, but that's where we're at this year.
I mean, yeah. Also, Mahomes might not play opening day. I think he will,
I think you will too.
but like, you never know.
We're gonna get Gardner Minshew.
No, they're gonna
Oh,
no.
we're a Minshew
Carter Minshew's
podcast.
horrible.
We're a
He's horrible.
Minshew podcast.
They need to sign like a Flacco type guy to back him up, like old guy,
I
like
think Flacco's done. Could
right.
this
But
the
like
year
I'm
where
saying,
Flacco finally retires?
imagine I call that and he like plays one more year and they sign him. That'd be crazy.
I mean, we're good at predicting stuff on this podcast. We called the Micah Parsons trade, not like exactly the trade, but we said Micah Parsons might go to the Packers.
I saw that. Yeah, I did not like that.
Let me rephrase that. My buddy predicted.
Yeah, fair
And then
enough.
I said I could see that happening, and then lo and behold, 2 days later it happened.
I was at work when that happened. I was so mad.
But yeah,
And then it
because
didn't matter, but
you went to your least favorite team.
yeah. I mean, then
All
he
right,
tore the ACL, but
let's talk a little bit about the other playoff matchups and playoff games.
right.
Obviously the Seahawks really good. The Niners were in shambles and injured.
Yeah, I mean that game is over from literally the opening kickoff. So
Yeah, like the opening kickoff caused another earthquake in Seattle.
yeah, that's
I
crazy to
helped
think.
cause an earthquake in Seattle. Fun fact.
Why were you at the Oregon game or something?
No, it
What?
was at a Taylor Swift concert.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah,
That's
we
funny.
went really hard and shake it off, and
Oh
there
my
was
God.
reports of seismic activity.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. Um, I mean, yeah, the Niners super injured. I think the only thing that you can really take away from the Seahawks is Charbonnet is out, and he'll be out probably for a little bit next
But
year.
they got Kenneth Walker. They're chilling.
Yeah, but I mean, Charbonnet was still a big part of that offense. Like, so I think
I
they're
mean,
gonna run it with
the
Sheed a
second
little
string
bit.
running back is not the worst thing to lose. Like they didn't lose Kenneth
No, no,
Walker, they didn't lose JSN.
right. That's true. I mean, I still can't believe Darnold is playing this well. I'm actually so happy he is because it makes the Vikings look terrible because I never was high on JJ McCarthy at all. I don't know
JJ
about you.
McCarthy. I mean, I have one Vikings friend who's like trying to scope it out. He's like, "Is he gonna be good?" And I'm like, "I don't know what to
No.
tell you." I'm like, "I
I,
don't
s- I
think
still can't believe
so."
the Bears lost to them week one. Oh my God.
Packers lost. Well, the Packers lost some because we were playing all of our backups.
Well, yeah, that was the last week of the season.
Still blows to lose to the Vikings. I
No,
don't
yeah,
care. I don't care if we're playing all of our backups and we're not supposed to win. It still
that's
blows.
fair. You probably don't like the Vikings more than I do.
I mean, I hate the Bears the most.
Well,
No
yeah,
offense.
I hate the Packers
Uh,
the most. That makes sense.
I'll probably throw in the Vikings second, and then the Lions, and then the Lions, and
I think
then
now, right now, I hate the Lions because of the Ben Johnson, because there's kind of a thing there. But
you lost to the Lions twice this year.
I mean, yeah, they were good. They were decimated by injuries, and I also think they wanted to kill us. We just played bad against the line. I don't know. They like know what Ben Johnson's gonna call. Like that's all. Like it's Ben John. Like he was their offensive coordinator. They know what
Yeah,
his tendencies are, so it makes sense. I'm not surprised. We need to. That's our problem. We need to win more division games next year because we have the hardest schedule now. So no one can. If we do well next year, no one can really say anything about that because I will say our schedule wasn't like the hardest this year, but still like Caleb still played great. So
yeah. Packers. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked at Packers schedule yet, but like, it's probably
yeah.
a doozy. It's a doozy every year.
I mean, what you're gonna have a second place schedule. So yeah, you're gonna have a second place schedule, and all the first place teams were like young quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Packers had an all right schedule, but next year, I haven't really thought about next year yet. I'm still focused
Yeah,
on
neither
this.
have
I'm
I.
still recovering from this year.
Yeah, that was a crazy game too. So
Worst weekend of my life.
yeah,
The Ducks
I was
broke my heart.
working.
Then the Packers just
I was
decided
that was crazy.
I've never. I just spiked my hat into the ground. I'm like, this can't be happening.
That was like one of the happiest drive home from work I've ever had. I was like, look, I was like screaming in my car to myself.
I can imagine. Yeah, because like you just beat the Packers
Uh,
in after so many times of losing to the Packers, sometimes in
yes,
spectacular
yeah,
fashion.
and beating in the playoffs just felt better too.
What was your least favorite Packers loss? Is it the Randall Cobb play or is it the one where
Um,
it was 21 nothing?
I'm honestly, it might have been the BJ Raji game
That
because
was a good one. That was
that
a
was the
good one.
NFC Championship, right?
Yeah.
I was super young still, but like I remember that so vividly, like him. I think I was mad because I think Jay Cutler broke his thumb on his non-throwing hand, and our trainer told him not to play or like not risk it in the NFC Championship game, and he listened.
Oh,
And
Jay
I
Cutler
was
didn't play that game. I don't remember that, but
no, yeah, he didn't play that game, and it was Caleb. It was our like third string quarterback because our backup was hurt or something too, and he was terrible. It was Caleb Haney, but like our defense was so good that we held you guys. I think what was the final score? Like 17-10. It was like a low scoring
It
game
was a
then.
low scoring game, but I remember the
Yeah.
BJ Raji play. I remember
Yeah, and
that
I
vividly.
remember we had that was we literally got the ball. I think we got the ball back with a chance to drive down the field, and that was like the second play of the of that drive, and we lost the game on that because I think you guys I think you guys ended up beating us by like more than you should have because of that play, just because it was a pick six like right there. But I was like sitting, I remember I was so mad, even though I was so young, like because I think you guys the Packers won the Super Bowl that
We
year.
won the Super Bowl and I missed the whole
Yeah,
game.
you missed it.
This is before I could control my family's schedule based on
Oh,
when the
fair enough.
Packers
Yeah,
played.
that's
Now,
fair enough.
now that would never happen, but like
Yeah,
back
that's
then, like
valid.
the family schedule trumped the Packers, believe it or not.
Oh, jeez. At least you won though.
At least I saw the end of the game. I didn't like miss.
Yeah.
I missed like the first three quarters. I think I
The end
caught
of the
the
game was the
end.
best part of the game, right?
Probably. I mean, the Packers won. That's all I remember.
Yeah. But I remember that game. And then yeah, I would probably say second would probably be like that Randall the where Chris Conti just was nowhere to be seen.
The
And
Randall Cobb play,
Randall, yeah, I don't even like that was like under 30 seconds left, right?
something crazy like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like
it was
that
for the division.
that's just inexcusable. That was just so inexcusable, especially because you guys were that was like a 67 yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Like that was
I still think my favorite win. I have two favorite wins. The blocked field goal, Caleb Williams first game against Packers, just because
that one?
that I was in Wisconsin at the time. I was at State Street Brats in Madison, and I
Well, I
was
don't like that. That's like a bad pick for. I would say it's a bad pick. That was a game you guys were supposed to win.
I mean, it's just my specific favorite one. I just remember
I guess.
watching with a bunch of Packers fans at State Street Brats, and I just remember
Oh,
like
fair enough.
they blocked the field goal, and I'm like jump. I literally like jumped into a guy's arms, some random guy.
That's fair. If you're at a bar, a Packers bar, that's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
like, and
That's fun
I
there.
was with all my Oregon friends who like who hate the Packers because I love the Packers so much,
Oh
and
yeah,
they just
that's valid.
instinctively hate the Packers.
That's fair enough then. What's your other one?
The one where Aaron Rodgers got injured and come back, missed most of the
Oh
game, and
yeah,
that's where I
that's a
discovered
bad one.
I missed most of the game, but
Is that when we were up 21-0?
we were up like 21-0. It was
Yeah,
Mitch
that was a cool
Trubisky,
when we that was 2018.
Khalil Mack, like
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers gets injured. I thought the season was over. I happened to go. It was a high holidays for Jewish services, so I happened to go to temple that night during the
yeah,
game for some reason. And then I remember they said a perfect hill, and I just kind of muttered my breath. I'm like Aaron Rodgers. And
yeah.
then I grabbed my phone after services, like Aaron Rodgers returns, throws three touchdowns, Packers.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, we did it.
That's really funny, actually. During a prayer, you said Aaron Rodgers. That's pretty
He
funny.
needed healing. I don't know. I don't know what the exact timeline of like when I said it versus when he actually returned was,
I hate Aaron Rodgers, but that's funny. That's funny.
but it worked.
That's funny. It did work. Yeah. I mean, our team was not that good that year we played. I think that team is more lucky than this current team.
Yeah,
Like,
that you had Mitch Trubisky.
yeah. And I
You had a
will say
good
one thing about the different, there's such a different feeling in like the city of Chicago, the whole like everything based compared to that. Like no one, like Mitch Trubisky, what didn't play that well that year. He played well, but like it wasn't like Caleb and like our defense carried us that year. And this year, like our offense was way better than our defense this year. So that
yeah.
hasn't, you can't say that. You haven't been able to say that
Is
in a
it
while.
noticeable when the Bears are good in Chicago? Like, is there a
Oh
different feel in the
yeah. I
city?
mean, right now it's like all the teams are kind of up and coming. Like the Blackhawks, like with Bedard are gonna we're gonna be really good like in the next couple of years. The Blackhawks, we have a lot of draft capital, and then the Cubs, like they're they're supposed to be good. They
Yeah,
just made a trade. They
didn't you
signed
just take? Yeah,
Bregman.
you just signed Bregman because the
I
Red
mean,
Sox didn't want to pay him.
yeah. Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm not even a Cubs fan. I'm a White Sox fan. And the White Sox signed Murakami, which I was like fine with. And then like Colson Montgomery is like probably one of the most underrated players in baseball. Like he had like almost a 3.5 WAR in 70 games last year, which is insane. So he's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
But and
but
the Bulls stuff.
Do the
So
Bears run the city? Is that the real
Yeah,
question?
yeah. The Bears are probably the Bears and Bulls. The Bulls are good. The city's hype too. The Bulls are just haven't been good since like Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler days. Those were the days.
They've been good since Michael Jordan. Let's be honest.
No, 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 no. Derrick. The only team that was better than them in the Eastern Conference when Derrick Rose was there was before he got hurt was LeBron and the Heat. Like
Yeah, true.
they lost them in the Eastern Conference Finals I think 2 years in a row. So like
All right, let's
yeah.
talk. Let's talk about this weekend's games. We've got Seahawks Rams. I think the Seahawks are going to win. I
Yeah,
think
I
the
think a lot of
Seahawks are the
people are
most
for
complete team.
yeah, I think a lot of people are forgetting how good the Rams are.
Oh, I think the Rams are great. I just think the Seahawks have their number.
I know. I just think I yes and no. I think it's they what they've beat them twice this year.
I that's a good question. Let me take a look.
If they have, I might take the Rams just because it's so hard to beat a team 3 times. Their defense is crazy, but like McVay on defense versus Darnold, like if it's Darnold versus Stafford, I think I have to take Stafford. And they're dogs, and like the last time they played was arguably the game of the year, so I might just take this. I don't know. I'll probably take the over and whatever and the
All
whoever the
right, they
dog.
split the season series 1-1.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be a toss up, to be honest. I think a lot of like, I think whatever team has the ball last might win that game.
And then Patriots, Broncos, we talked a little bit about it earlier. Like obviously Bonet, I don't know how Bonix got injured. Or we saw the play, but like I don't know how he broke his ankle.
Yeah, I think it was a play way before that. I think they keep showing the wrong play, to be honest. Because I've seen another play where it actually looks like he's like limping versus like I think he realized it. Like he didn't realize it till that play because their adrenaline was wearing off, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, that was a crazy freak. That's just like a freak accident thing. But apparently he's done that. He's had that injury before. So I guarantee you, like there was some sort of stress fracture in it, or like he had like it's a bone it's a place where he gets injured a lot. Like he's injury prone there. He's gotten injured there twice apparently before. So
So I think it would pay me if the Patriots win again, just because I live in Boston and I don't
I
want.
think the NFC team will win the Super Bowl.
If it's Patriots Seahawks again, I would take the Patriots.
I would think probably take this. I don't trust Drake May has not been playing well enough in the playoffs for me to trust him.
I know, just
It's
yep.
like the
It's like
Texans
high school.
defense.
Seahawks
I think the
Patriots round
I
two.
think I think the Texans are the AFC version of the Seahawks, except they have CJ Stroud who's just holding them back. Like like the
Yeah.
Texans defense is so good. Same with the Seahawks.
All
So
right. Before I let you go, do you remember what your Super Bowl pick was when you were last on the
yeah,
show?
not it's bad.
Let me see what we got.
Bills Lions, right?
You had Bills Lions.
Yeah.
You've been on this is your third time on this season. You started with Bills over Eagles.
Yeah,
Then
I
you
gave up
switched
on
to
the
Bills
Eagles.
Lions. Who is it
Yeah.
now? You have a much better chance of getting it right.
Yeah, I mean now I mean I think I'm gonna take the Rams. Just because I'm gonna trust Stafford, and I also think I have a pool with the Rams where I have them winning. And then um, I don't know Stidham. It's like Stidham versus May, but I May has not been playing well against the Broncos defense. I'm gonna take the Broncos just because they're at home in Mile High, and I don't think Stidham is like incompetent compared to other backup quarterbacks. So.
I think he'll play okay.
Yeah, I kind of like trust him. So
I mean he's in the right system. And again, it's just he hasn't played a whole lot, but
that game's gonna come down to turnovers 100%. Whoever turns the ball over more is gonna lose.
all right. And then whatever happens, we'll talk about on the show. But this has been awesome. Always great to have you on the show. You're back. You're welcome back whenever you want.
Awesome. I'll catch you,
All right, I'll
Freddie.
see you later. That's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week. Big Fred, over and out.